Hello, here I am. I need a color. Anyway, good morning, everyone. I am early because I want to read a little something here. And those of you that join in a little later, because I'm not supposed to start until 9, we won't start crafting until 9. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here, everyone. I need to flip my iPad so I can see what's going on. And I probably should flip it the other way and plug it in. I have issues. Don't we all? All right, I don't want to lose my page. I need to plug this in. Bear with me. Just when you think you have yourself all together, you realize once you get started that you really don't. But you know what? It's all good. Okay, here I am. Happy Sunday, January 12th, 2025. Wow. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Linda. Who else has popped on here? Hey, Maggie. Hello, everyone. Be sure you're commenting, saying hello. Give me some love. Hit the thumbs up, emojis, whatever you want to do here. Because anything you do on my any communication and conversation, it just like helps me. So I am so excited. We are going to make, here's a little sneak peek, a journal. Okay, and that was with some retired paper, but I don't care. I have to get out of that mindset. Let's read something from my wonderful book that I received from Holly way back when. Always believe in yourself and your dreams. Yes, this is when I was being laid off from the school is when I received this. And she also was laid off, so she transferred to a different school. It was a very much a struggle that time of my life. Knock on wood, never been fired, knock on wood. That was the only moment of being laid off. Thank God it didn't last, because the Monday I was supposed to start at a new job, I actually was able to stay at the school. So anyway, that was a long time ago. I won't even go there how long it was. But we are going to read, because my heart goes out to all of the people dealing with devastating weather down south and out west, and the horrific fires that have taken place in Los Angeles and parts of California. My heart goes out to all of those people that are dealing with these circumstances. This is postponed Aaliyah getting out to California, of course. But she has still got those goals, and she is still going to pursue her dreams. So I want to thank everyone that has shared her GoFundMe to raise a little bit of money to get her where she's going, as well as contributing. It's greatly appreciated. So don't even think that is not going to go towards her future endeavors. Is she just might have to pivot. It's upside down. Oh, fox. Oh, I love them. That's a sign. I don't know from what, but oh, a big, beautiful fox just ran out through my yard. They are my favorite. I cannot let the dog out right now. So anyway, that just touched my heart. Sorry, squirrel. Anyway, my thoughts and prayers go out to all of those that are dealing with, good morning, any stuff that they are like causing disaster or whatever, whether you are a movie star, actor, actress, whatever, that home is your home. And I'm so sorry that you have lost something you worked so hard for, as well as all these people that live in places that they've lived in for years. And like I saw a gentleman that he was in his 92 that they were interviewing, and I think it hit him when he realized that 60 years of memories are gone from his home. And my heart just aches for so many. We take so much for granted in life, and we need to just be humble and appreciate everything from the littlest to the biggest, and all the blessings. You count them, because we don't know how fortunate we are. And I hope in some way I'll be able to help in addition to praying, I hope that I'll be able to help, that God will give me the resources that I can or need to be able to assist in some way, shape, or form the people that are dealing with such horrific weather and fires and all of that. So know that my love and my heart is out to all of you who are dealing with any of this. So I'm going to read a little poem from Always Believe in Yourself and Your Dreams, a Blue Mountain Arts collection. It's a special edition, and I don't know, I can't tell you when it was published, but if you want to find it, the ISBN number is 088-396-4481. So that might help you in your local bookstore. Okay, difficult times don't last forever. Something I need to always remember. Okay, sometimes the problems you must face are more than you wish to cope with, and tomorrow doesn't seem to offer any solutions. You may ask yourself, why me? But the answer is sometimes unclear. You may even tend to feel that life hasn't been just or fair. To burden you with such obstacles. The roads any of us choose to follow are never free of bumps and curves, but eventually the turns, pivot, lead to a smoother path ahead. Believe in yourself and your dreams. You will soon realize that the future holds many promises for you. Remember, difficult times don't last forever. And that is from Jerry Danks. So, love that. Good morning, Lori. How are you? Hope you're feeling better this morning. So, yeah, I hopped on a little bit early. Now we're right on track. We have an adorable, cute, fun fold, one sheet wonder little journal that you can create as gifts. Yes, Caffeinate and Create. Get our coffee. There's a little notepad. There's a little scrap piece here that you can put a photo in. There is another tuck spot here that you can create a bookmark. I just did something real quick. I actually just made this morning, following the directions of Lene. Lene Creates is a wonderful, amazing artist. I will share her link within the description of this video. So I didn't add any sentiments, but you certainly can do that. It's just a basic journal, and I added some of the faux leather or faux suede trim just to add to this beautiful paper. And if you don't remember this paper, it was a really pretty paper during my career of Stampin' Up. Stuffy and snuffy. This too shall pass. Yes, it will. I hope you're feeling better soon. So we did some inking of the edges. I'm going to show you how to create this, and I am going to use that beautiful paper that I was so excited to get my hands on called Storybook Moments 12 by 12. So that way I'll have some things I can cut out and tuck into the little places and all that fun. So I'm going to pick out a sheet that, excuse the noise, that I think will be pretty amazing. Oh, I wish the houses weren't on the back of that. Let's see. Oh, we'll use the gardening one because I think that'll be perfect. So we're going to use this piece with all the beautiful gardening tools. And on the back, it's got that wild wheat. Pretty wild wheat. Okay, so let's get you turned down to my work area. I have the weirdest setup going on. I'm hoping that my phone doesn't die. I broke because I didn't listen to Brett as I was pulling the cord out of the wall for my charger for my phone. And I was pulling it by the cord instead of what is plugged into the wall. And he always lectured me about that. So he was like, aha, I told you so that morning. I pulled it and all the guts to my part that connects to the wall came apart. So I'm using a charger that I got as a gift, but it is a slow motion charger and it has every kind of attachment to it that you can possibly have or need. The new style phones, the old style phones, whatever, but it's working. It's just a slow charger. So I charged it. We were 100% when we started this morning. So hopefully we won't lose any connection whatsoever. This project is super simple. There are a few things that I want to share that I am selling. There are 2 photo albums. I just want to put those out there if anyone wants them. If someone is not local, it will be required for you to pay the shipping. And I would probably send those, I don't know. We'll see. But they're beautiful albums and I won't use them. So I'll show you those after we get done with our project. Hopefully I don't forget. So please remind me. All right. So I've got my comments going on my iPad. Make sure you are commenting and obviously enjoying this moment. If you have questions about anything, if you need measurements reiterated, we use every piece of this piece of paper except maybe about a total of 4 inches, maybe 3 inches. So we'll see how it goes. Actually, I ended up using a piece of that, so I was left with just a smidge of paper left. So we're gonna get you pointed down, and I hope you enjoy this video. We're gonna reverse the camera. I can't believe there was a fox running through my yard. I love it. They are here. I hear them. I hear them. I hear them whining and all that stuff. Let's get you zoomed in a little bit. Sorry about that. And I might need to, we got cords hanging. Anytime I move this cord connected to my phone, it wants to unplug. It's very, and that is because I have an attachment on my phone. Sorry, we're still moving, so close your eyes. I have an attachment on my phone that is for me to put something that goes around my neck. So that when I go places, I can carry my phone around my neck, especially horseback riding if I want to take pictures, which yeah, we'll work on that. I'll explain a little bit more later. I guess we're good. It looks like it's straight. I don't know, but that's okay. All right, so you have a 12 by 12 piece of paper. We're going to talk about all that other stuff more. I may be incorporating, even though I say 12 by 12, I may take some of these cut aparts and just add them to this, but I'm not sure, just as elements, but we'll see. I am going to, so the first thing you want to do is, if it's directional, you want to lay your direction down this way, so it's flowing this way. You want to open up the arm of your paper trimmer, if you have one of these, or one with an arm, because you are going to measure this out to 7 inches, and you are going to cut, nope, yes, 7 by 12. Make sure I don't get the first thing wrong already. All right, so we have 7 by 12, and then we have 5 by 12. Right? Do the math. Figure it out that way. So this is our base piece. Now I'm going to want this beautiful section here to be my focal point. So I have to make sure that I'm scoring it correct. So I want to, okay, grab my scoreboard. Oops. And pull this in. I'm going to leave it like this. And my first score mark is going to be, if I can find my little tool. You will need a stapler for this as well, for your notepad. All right, the first score line on this 12 by 7 is going to be, and remember, designer series paper or decorative paper, depending on the brand you're using, is pretty thin. So be gentle when you are scoring your, I don't know why I'm not seeing comments. Oh, when you are scoring your paper. So 4.5, because you don't want to rip it. There's comments. We got Maggie and Lori and Robin, good morning. And then 9 inches. So we've got 4.5 and 9 inches right there. Okay. That's all the scoring you have to do, because the rest we're going to use as decorative pieces to our journal. All right. Now I want this to not tip over. Be nice. Please fit in here. Bear with me a moment, because I've got those albums down there and I don't want to knock everything over. Okay. Hey, Lisa. Oh, no worries. Church is important. As well as coffee. Okay, so we've cut this down. Again, 7 by 12. You keep this piece set aside because you're going to use it. And again, this is the Storybook Moments. Yes, 12 by 12 paper. And what I want to do is take my bone folder, and I am going to fold these sections in and varnish and score all that. Well, varnish those score lines. Fold this piece in, and just give me a moment to, because I scored so lightly, I have to make sure I'm folding on the right spot. All right, so we have this. So it's going to fold like this. Again, there's that. Okay, so you have that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Now, this again is what we're making. Super cute. And we're going to take this piece, and now we need to cut the elements in here. But first, let me grab and let me see what color I want to use as my, because we are going to ink the edges and make it look a little rustic as I did on this one. I kind of ink the edges to make it look distressed. So I'm going to grab, I think I will use, let's see what color browns are in this paper. We've got Early Espresso, Old Olive. I could do crumb cake or pecan pie. Ooh, pecan pie would look great. So would Early Espresso. So let's set this aside again, and then we'll go through phases with this. Let's get my brown brush. Where would that be? Hidden. Oh, there it is. My browns. And this, I just want to get some of that color off if there's any left. I love my microfiber thing to clean this off. Got that. Now for inking the edges, maybe I want to do Early Espresso. I think that would show better. But do I want to be that bold? Nah, let's stick with pecan pie. Spill my water. I got all my Friends gear on today. I've got my Pivot shirt, which obviously is, you know, Pivot. And I got my Friends water jug with my Friends little straw topper. I'm all about Friends. Love it. The show and Friends. I am drinking hazelnut coffee with its sweet Italian cream this morning because I'm all out of that. And it is called Highlander Grog coffee, and it's delish. So, oh yes. So we are inking the edges. I love the effect of distressing things. And it's just the edges, just adding a little bit of separation on this, which is super fun. There are inks out there just for this purpose, but these inks work great as well. You can use any ink to distress your project. And I love that rustic vibe. It's just who I am. And I think this is going to be perfect if you have a friend who loves to garden. I bet there will be a way to tuck some garden seeds, whether flowers or vegetables or anything, into the pocket that we create for the inside. And you could give this as a gift, or it could totally be a, let me put this in my purse and use it as my grocery list, because we've got all these fun little things on the outside, right? I think it's a great way to use. Now you can use a sponge for inking the edges and giving it that distressed look. You can use sponge daubers. Any type of blending brush will work. Just want to make sure that I see that color added. And then we got this edge. so. And on the edges, you may want to do, we want to do the inside and the out. So it's showing, and we're going to come in here and we're going to do the same thing. Seems like a lot of tedious work, but you know what? It really makes it look beautiful. It just adds a little pop. Now, I am Caffeinate Creates actually made her journal. It was so beautiful. It did have a deer on it. And she actually coffee stained paper and put that on the inside. I have yet to try that, but that is going to be something I try in the future. I know at one of our events not too long ago, a retreat that Deb and I had, Roberta came to the event and she had coffee stained paper, and I caught a whiff of it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this smells so good. So of course, you know, I'm gonna have to play around with that in my Let's Caffeinate and Create new revamp of my channel on YouTube and on Facebook. You know, coffee themed things, it's like, I love it. So what's everyone got planned? Hi Julie, welcome, welcome. I'm so engrossed in edging my paper here. I'm using pecan pie, and we are making a cute little journal that you can use for various things. It could be a gift where you can insert little goodies, and it can be a grocery. Take it, put it in your purse, especially with this theme, a grocery list little journal book. You can use it for so many things. You can actually tuck this inside a journal, a bigger journal, in a pocket that you create in another journal, which is what Lene did in her video. These are people that I have been watching to get more acclimated or introduced to the junk journaling side of things, as well as all my friends that I craft with at Hopewell. So look at how rustic and beautiful that is. I just love the added tint to the edges. And so there is that. And when we get to the point of cutting down the other sheet, we will do that to that as well. I'm going to set this piece aside because for now we're done with that. Again, this is what our journal looks like. We've got this is copy paper. So really, really basic copy paper. I can tell you the weight of it if I can find the package. And there's that beautiful paper that can be very wintry, very masculine, just a lot of fun. It's super easy. So with this sheet, I'm going to need to cut. I need to find my instructions. I want to, on the long side, because it's directional, keep that in mind. Now, this piece would be used for this piece here. So what I'm going to do, I'm still going to cut it. And that is going to be about just under 4.5. So I would do 4 7/16 to cut that piece off. Okay. So if you think about it, you've got this, you could end up using this here instead of the same pattern like I did here. I used the same pattern on there. Unless you put a layer underneath to separate it, we are going to ink these edges, but I really would love to just use this to kind of give it a different, and then that will be on the inside. So there's that piece. That ends up being 4 and what did I say? 7/16 by 5, because this is 5 in length. And now I need a piece that is, how do I want to do this? And then, oh, I cut this in half to 2.5 inches. I almost forgot what my directions were telling me. So you have 7 by 2.5, 7 by 2.5. And one of these is going to be, and I know it's directional, so that might create a little issue when it comes to that, but maybe we'll just add a tuck spot using, okay, we'll figure it out. All right, so we have this, and I need a piece that is, oh, let's see, that's a tuck spot. And I didn't write that down. So yes, I did. This is, as we remember, I believe this is 4.5. We're going to measure it. Yep, 4.5. So we want a piece that is 4.5. I'm just going to go a smidge under 4.5. And actually, I think I want to use this side. 4.5. Right there. Save this. And this is going to be a little tuck spot, so we're going to add that to the inside just like this. And I did it a little less just because of the score line. So I'm going to come in again with my ink, and we'll get this part done. And what I really need to do is grab my 1 3/4 inch punch, find what I don't mind punching off. And I think I'll go right here. It does not have to be in the center. It can be where you want that spot to be so it doesn't interfere with the decor on here. Now we can add some distressing to this. Now when you're distressing, don't stress of the ink. Distressing. It's called de-stressing, not stressing. Makes it look like an heirloom piece. Yes, it does actually. Aw. As I was saying, when you're distressing your paper, don't worry about if the ink gets down in there. It's okay. It's part of the look. Okay, so we have that piece. This we're going to set aside. We will use that. We're going to set this over with our other papers. And since we're distressing, let's go ahead and distress, oops. Let's go ahead and distress this piece that's going to be on the outside of our, get some, there we go. The outside of our journal. And these are so simple to make, and it helps you use your stash of paper. And, you know, it's a good craft fair item. It's a good gift. Nice little teacher gift if you have the right kind of paper. I could totally see this a great gift for someone that is a librarian. We got that storybook vibe. It's just fun stuff. So we've got that all distressed, and I am going to distress this side because that is going to be the side showing on the inside. Okay, so we'll set that aside. Now we need another piece of paper that is, all right, 1.5 inches by 7. So we're going to also use this, and we'll just separate it by, so 1.5 inches. We'll separate it by, and this is 7, right? No, it's not 7. 1.5 by 7. So that's going to give you that little smidge piece that's left that you probably won't use. That's okay. Set it aside. And then we want to trim this down, and I think I'm going to trim this down to 3.5 right here. So that's 3.5, and I'll show you what that's for. So you've got those pieces, you've got this, you have this. This is going to be a tuck spot, but it's going to use this side. So let's go ahead. I think we're done cutting for now. We're going to ink these edges. Hi, puppers. What you doing? Mama saw a fox running outside that you have to leave alone because there's my bubbas. Mama saw the bubbas outside. Yes. When I say that, she goes crazy. Booby, did you see the bubbas? Where's the bubbas? Where's the bubbas? She's jumping on my lap. because we used to say that whenever we would see the deer in the backyard, which, yeah, they don't come too often anymore. Dogs tend to scare all those critters away. But I thought one night that I heard, have you ever heard a fox howling? We have coyotes here too, of course, if you're not from here. But if you're from around here, then you know that those coyotes are here as well. And boy, when one starts howling to let them know there's food, they all start going crazy. Just like a happy bunch of coyotes. All right, so we've done that. I don't know if I have to, oh, I want to ink the edges of this. And we're going to have to score this as well, because this is going to fold around at the top of our paper. Now, I'll have to get up and share with you the weight of my copy paper. Oh, hot flash. I've been getting hot flashes again. That's kind of, ugh, I don't like it. All right, so we've got that. And we might have to do one more, so I'll just set this aside for now. So this we're going to score. This is going to get scored at a 1/2 inch because it is an inch. And so we're going to lay this down. And hopefully my fingers can work well with this because it's kind of hard to work with. So we've got 1/2 inch scored for that piece. I'm going to go and grab, I'm going to use 5 sheets of copy paper. And while I'm doing this, let me actually look at the weight of the paper. It's right here. It is 20 pounds. 20 pound, and it's 75 GSM, whatever that means. And it's 8.5 by 11. All right. So there's those. That's spare. That's spare so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set the rest aside. And we are going to trim this down. Your notebook, your little notepad needs to be 3.5 by 6.5. So the first thing we want to do is go to 6.5, and it's okay. I can cut all these sheets together because they're thin. You just have to run it through a couple times. So 6.5, and then you're going to cut this. Make sure it's all lined up at 3.5. And you should get 3 stacks of 6.5 by 3.5. I'm sorry, 3 stacks. Did I say that? And anything left over you can just set aside. You might be able to use it for another project if there's means to be able to use copy paper. I probably won't use it. Copy paper is very inexpensive. When my daughter moved to London, she said that she realized why people in the old days used to believe in witches because of the horrible screeching, howling sound foxes make. Yes, first time I ever heard a fox in this home. Windows open, beautiful summer day, had a friends over, and we had a now I can choose to go this way, which I might do, or this way. Nobody's going to see the back of this, so I'm going to fold that in half like so. I don't think I scored it correctly, but it's easier to work with a score mark. Yeah, so the first time I lived, not the first time, but we had a bonfire, and it was just a bunch of friends and me, and the kids were off doing whatever. I don't even know. The windows were open. I was cleaning up, and a wonderful person that I absolutely adored in my life was here helping me clean up and whatnot. And I'm standing by the, so this is, all right, so we line these up. We set this here. This is our little connector. If you want a bigger piece, then you would probably have to, because this is not 3.5 inches wide, you probably would have to use something else in your stash, but this is what I'm going with because that's what Lene showed in her video. And at 3.5 inches, it should cover, unless, you know, obviously we don't always cut exactly the same, but that should fit in there. I will finish my story. All right. And I'm not good at lining up staples, but, and you know, this really isn't a heavy duty stapler either. So we're going to pray for the best. 1 staple, 2 staple. There is our notepad. That's simple, right? Okay. No worry about inking these up. All right. Now we're going to put everything together. So I'll bring in my little, okay, this is going to go on the outside, but it's going to go like this. So I'm going to set that aside for now. This is our pocket for in here. All right, so we've got, I guess I can't work with all this stuff in my way. So the fox, anyway, I heard the screeching and it literally scared the daylights out of me. And I'm like, what is that? And of course he said to me, that's a fox. It sounded like a woman was being murdered in the woods. I'm like, we have to go help her. No, it's not. Oh, and then I actually was sharing that story with Brett. And I'm just going to say it. It was Rex Underhill, and he was just a great person in my life that I just adored. My best friend Patty's brother. So anyway, so we were here and whatever, and he told me that was, this might be fun for my oldest granddaughter to make. She loves paper crafting. Yeah, and it's not too difficult. All right, so we've got that there. We've done some separation, and I'm kind of about using that, but I want to make sure. I know this is directional, so I don't want to use that side. So we're just going to go with it. And in order to, okay, so it was a fox, sounded like a woman screaming. Let me finish my story because I'm all over the place. So then I told Brett this story after we were together, and he told me a funny story about, he literally thought it was a woman. She said she got up to look out the window to see who needed help. Exactly, right? Well, Brett heard that same kind of noise, and he actually searched the woods, being a first responder, firefighter, whatever, searched the woods trying to find this woman in distress. And that was before I knew him. But so we're going to take this long piece that is 7 inches by 1.5. We're just going to give it a small crease so we know where the center is. And yes, we're using this side. So I'm like, wait, that's not the right direction. And that gives us the leeway of finding the center here, because you can see that fold mark, just to put that in the center. And then you can come back in and add more ink to distress that little nugget. Okay. Okay. Now we can add adhesive only to the 3 sides like I did here, this side, and this side. And I like to use my Tombow. I never thought I would ever say that in my life, but yes, Tombow is great for doing edges of tuck spots because you can reposition them. And of course I just made a boo-boo, but that's okay. You can reposition them. And this actually worked out really good with the separation of the ink. Isn't that great? I love how that looks. So it worked out great. Just kind of work that out. And now, if we wanted to, we could add another tuck spot here, but we made that wonderful, what'd I do with it? Notepad. That is going to go right here. And all you're going to do is add your Tombow to this and a little bit down here. Now, if you have the perforated gadget that attaches to your Take Your Pick tool, then you certainly can perforate each piece of paper. I'm not doing that. Not doing it. So there is your notepad. Of course, we want to make sure it's straight, which we can finagle and move around. and that will take time to dry. Highly recommend putting a clothespin or laying a block on top to help weigh things down, whatever you need to do. This actually stuck really well, and I just made it before the video, so that's super awesome. So there's that one. We are going to come to the front of this. You know what would be fantastic, because we do have that piece. And then we're going to make some things to tuck in. So this will fit right on the front here. And we are going to add dimensionals. Now, what I really wish I had is, and I think I might still, maybe not. Oh yeah, I think there's a sheet in here. Look at all these dimensionals. Maybe there isn't. Yes, there is. Nope. This is why I love Paper Pumpkin. It gives me all the goodies. Okay, we're just gonna wing it and use our sheet of dimensionals right here. Now, instead of adding them to this, come right in here and add them to your cover. Oops. I think I worked with Rex's wife way back in the day at the county. You probably did. Yep. Yeah, pretty amazing guy. And unfortunately, he passed away from cancer as well. Cancer, I hate it. It sucks. Wonderful human being. But then all the Underhills are, so good people. All right, so now we're going to add this to the cover here. I don't know if anyone ever knew that I was crazy over Rex. And this was before I ever was with, before Brett and I were ever together. But now people know. All right, so there's that. And now we could add this to the center here. We could create another tiny little tuck spot if we wanted to tuck something in. I'm gonna leave it because I might use it for something different. But those are the pieces you have left from your One Sheet Wonder, okay? And what did I use this for something? Oh, no. All right. Now, it is a One Sheet Wonder, but I'm gonna come in here and I wanna cut some stuff off that actually this is the benefit of these amazing kits. Let's see, I think adding oh, I got 2 sheets there. I'm gonna put this on here because I love the fox, right? I think it's a fox. Looks like a fox to me. And grab another little, looks like he's walking through. Just gonna build on this. And why not add something else? Oh, I'm so excited. This is so amazing. All right, I'm gonna take this and we're gonna put that somewhere on the inside. And maybe I've got all these things popping out here. Oh yeah, this sheep right here, very adorable. Ugh, I just love all of this. And I think I'm just gonna leave that. I like that. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere this to the front. So this is a way to use your ephemera, your cut aparts, your die cut images that come in kits. Well, you order from your demonstrator. I'm happy I got this. But then I fell in love with it ASAP. So, oh my gosh, I dumped glue. Let me find my little, I had my wipe. Oh, it's hanging over here. I don't want to scare the dog and make her jump. Okay, there's that. All right, now I can open this, and I think we could add that there to show. We could put some seed packets in there. Do I want to do anything else? I need a piece of paper to tuck in there. So we have been using, this would look great with here. So let's find a piece of, oh, wait a minute. I'm finding all kinds of things. All right, there's that. I'm going to use that. That's a piece of scrap from die cutting some stuff from this kit. And I need a piece of basic beige. So let me grab my, do I even have that in? No. I don't have a bin with basic beige. What am I thinking? Let's find basic beige. Perfect. Will that slide right in there? It's going to be good enough. All right, we're going to trim this down to 2.5 inches. Are you loving this? Dang it, I now need to order this pack of DSP for the journal. You can use anything you have to create this journal, but this really is super cute, just saying. All right, so we have this. Okay, and we have, so this is going to tuck right in there. Cute little, and you can round the corners if you want to, which I might do. And I'm going to move these little pieces aside. I don't want to lose anything. Does anyone know what kind of creature that is? It's interesting. It looks like something from Alice in Wonderland. All right, I am going to use this and add this on here because this is going to be a seed packet gift for somebody. And that can go there, right? It could go on here, but I'm going to put it on here after I add something else. Maybe I would do the wheelbarrow as a tuck spot. Tuck this in there like so. Or it could be a bookmark. I think I'm going to do that. So this will get cut down to 2.5 inches. And it's going to be a very tiny tuck spot, but it's okay. It will be cute. I want the wheelbarrow. So we're going to trim this down. And I'm really just trying, with besides the little cut apart things that came in, or your die cut pieces, your ephemera, I should say. Besides all of that, I just added a piece of scrap, some scrap pieces of paper. I need to change my blade, it looks like. Let me just clean up this edge, and then I'm going to add some distressing to these. A lot of little elements. Yes, it does. I agree. I love ephemera. I never knew how much until I could get it in my hands. And there's ephemera like all over the place. I got some really cute stuff from Creative Memories that has, I don't really want to add, where's my 1 inch? Let's do a little 1 inch tuck. So you know it's a tuck spot right there. It's a little bit bigger than I wanted, but that's okay. Glue. What was I saying? I think I forgot to distress this. Oh, and I just put glue where I didn't want to, but that's okay. All right, we've got this. And we will add this about, we'll go right down there. And I can still distress this. I just made it ubu. No big deal. Got that as a tuck spot. Let's just grab, we'll just distress the edges. There's that. Yeah, ephemera is like amazing. And that will tuck right in there. And you could corner round it. I'm just going to tuck it in here in my little tuck spot. 2.5 inches will fit in there perfectly. You've got this. And just for the heck of it, let me grab something that I might still have hanging out. I think this is a beautiful, this is not, definitely, obviously not veggies, and it doesn't coordinate with the colors. Well, it might. But you can take a seed packet and tuck it in here, like so. How cute is that? Hey, Xana. And if you'd like, so we have all of that fun stuff. You can add a sentiment here, letting people, you know, if it's a gift, you can add a sentiment or some ephemeral words or whatnot. These are the scraps that are left from the you know what I'm saying. I am actually going to grab some wild wheat or, nope. This is retired. And I think I'm going to add this right here. So I'm going to trim this end. And I will probably have to trim it again. Let me put the lid on my, there it is. I'm like, where'd it go? That's okay. The replay will be amazing, and I hope you enjoy this project. Coffee. All right. This just kind of takes up a little bit of that space. I am going to actually add the adhesive to the back side of my ribbon. Actually, which way does it go? Thank you. Hi, hey, Robin. Yes, I said hi to you earlier. I'm like half looking at what my comments, and I'm half so excited about what I'm doing here. There it is. I'm like, where'd everything go? We're gonna just add tape runner to the back side of this, add a strip to the top of this just to take up some of that space and tie it all together. You can embellish like crazy with these books. You can keep adding things. I am just trying to get it straight with my piece, which I should have done this before adhering it, but it's okay. I'm not really good at cutting things straight. Ribbon anyway. So we might have to do something. It doesn't want to stay straight because it's, there we go. Little fuzzies everywhere. I need to add a little bit more glue under there. Super simple. Just don't use liquid glue because it will ooze out of your ribbon. So this is what we've made. This is the little one I started with to show. That can be a, I mean, you can even put a gift card in here or whatever. It can be anything. That could be a photo mat. And this one I absolutely am in love with that fox and the butterflies. But you could add, actually, let's add some, you know what I'm going to add, right? I can find them. Hold tight. This is just so exciting for me. Where are they? I know I still have some. Brushed brass butterflies. Let's just keep going with catching butterflies. Oh, I got 2 packs in there. That's why it was hard to get out. All right. I'm going to add a few along the way. Add a big one up here. 2 little ones over here. Here. There. Now, that looks finished. There you go. Super fun. And I'll get some seeds that will coordinate with the wild wheat. Yes, enjoy your football game. Big time, isn't it? Playoff time now? I think it is. Yep, my team did not make it. They lost last weekend, so they didn't make it to the playoffs. So I guess I will cheer on their arch nemesis team. I'm a Dolphins fan, but I have been watching more football this year. I don't know why. I think I just like to hear it because it used to fill the house with Nigel and Brett and others watching it. I would always be in my craft room and I would hear it out in the other room. I wouldn't always be in my craft room, but most of the time. All right, we're going to flip you back around. Can't believe I saw a fox. That's so super cool. Thank you all for watching. And those of you catching the replay, thank you so much for catching the replay as well. So this is what we made, a cute little journal. Thank you, Caffeinate Creates. And I will share the link to her video. She's great inspiration for me. I love watching her videos, and they're most often some of the easiest things that you could put together. So I hope I inspired you. This is just the beginning of junk journaling. I am going to learn so many techniques with that and create photo albums and all of that stuff. Hey, Pat. Such a neat card. I can't wait to try it when I clean my craft room from Christmas. Yeah, I just had to move everything aside again because I had to get to my workspace. So I will finish all that fun stuff in the coming weeks. Oh my gosh, Aaliyah is going to be 21 next Sunday. Wow. So that reminds me, I will probably do a pre-recorded video and post it on YouTube for next Sunday because we have a day planned, and I am going to thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you everyone for the love. This will be posted to YouTube as well, so you can go over there and show love there, share, all that great stuff. If you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you can find me at Create with MJ is my tag name, or you can look up Let's Caffeinate and Create because it also is my title of my YouTube channel. But I did a easier tag, Create with MJ, so you should be able to find me that way. So, all right, for now, many stamp and blessings. Enjoy your Sunday, enjoy football, enjoy whatever the day brings you. Lori, feel better soon. And blessings to each and every one of you. I will see you again on Tuesday for Let's Creativity Made Easy. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but it'll be fun. All right, I'll see you then. Bye for now.